Would you rather be the funniest person or the smartest person in the room?
Probably the funniest person.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Ainsley. I'm no smarty
Yeah.
pants. I'm all about the jokes. Bring on the jokes. I'm the funniest person in the
Yeah.
room too. I'm the smartest, funniest person. Yeah. No
Funniest.
jokes.
No jokes. Yes, jokes. We want jokes.
No jokes.
No, if we're funny, we want jokes.
Oh, jokes. I want jokes.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Welcome to Second Saturday, the podcast where every Sunday feels like a Saturday.
This is episode 37, and I'm Ainsley.
And I am Jen.
And I'm going to let everyone know how my little film screening went a couple weeks ago.
Yay! I know I'm sad I couldn't be there, but your dad
Yes.
was there and I heard it was lots of fun. And
It
I've
was
heard
a lot
some
of
of the
fun.
details, but not all. So I'm really kind of looking forward to this, to getting like
Yeah.
all the deets,
All of them.
on what's going on there. So love it. But first, would you rather?
Yeah, I'd rather be funny. Being smart is cool and all, but like, not everyone's going to like you if you're smart, but everyone's going to like you if you're funny.
Right? Like I feel like I'm more of a Joey Tribbiani versus a
Yeah.
Monica Geller
Yeah.
when it comes to a room. Or I'm more of a
Yes.
Phoebe. Maybe I'm more of a Phoebe. I'm a little bit more quirky and weird. I don't
I'm
know.
probably more of a Phoebe too.
We're both Phoebes in this case.
Look at us go.
Yes, I definitely. Well, I agree. I mean, sure, I'd love to be smart and be the smartest person in the room, but I want to get the laughs. I love the
Yeah.
laughs. Love giving the laughs. So I'm choosing.
I
to
do
be
too. I
the
always
funniest.
feel like sometimes I think I could have been a good comedian. Like I'm so quick with things. I'm like, wow, why wasn't I a comedian?
Right. In this family, you have to be quick, or
That
else
is
you'll get
true.
eaten alive.
That is very true.
That's how that works.
Very, very true.
You have to be quick-witted in order to survive in this family.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
the way it is.
Yeah. I was playing cards with my grandma this week. I visited her, and I don't know what we were doing. I was beating her at Nerds, and she was getting all mad. She's like, isn't this like elder abuse or something? And I was like, this is making up for all those years of child abuse I dealt with. I was like, you guys had no mercy for a little 7-year-old who's trying to play croquet with you.
We
I
didn't
was
have
like,
mercy. No
no,
way.
no. I was like,
Forget
it's only
that.
fair. It's only fair. So I've learned.
I love that. Yeah. No, I'd rather be the funniest person in the room, 100%,
Mm-hmm.
and get all the laughs. And that's how I like to roll. So
Yeah.
we're going to throw it over to you, our audience. Which would you rather do? Would you rather be the funniest person or the smartest person in the room? Please put your comment in the comment section and let us know. We'd love to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Weather report.
Weather report.
What's your weather doing, Ainsley? What's your
It
weather
is
doing?
nice and toasty. We have had lots of 20 plus days and it's just been warm and nice. We have had some rainy days, but otherwise we are like full blown summer now.
Wowza.
It's happening.
That's nice. We are still in full spring. We've had some pretty crazy weather in Manitoba. I don't know if you have watched the news lately, but we have had several wildfires
Mm-hmm.
start and be pretty close to home. And I say pretty close, I mean like an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
I have some friends in other towns that have had to be forced to be evacuated. And unfortunately, some people have lost their homes due to these forest fires. And they're not just up in the north. There's one, too, that's just an hour and a half outside of Winnipeg as well, that has had some loss of life and some
I saw a thing
stuff. Yeah.
the other day that said that Winnipeg was the hottest city in the world.
Okay.
World.
So the day that it was like, yeah, like I think they set records from 1900 and they were over 35 degrees. I want to say they were close to 37.
Yeah.
And so that is 7 hours south of us. And here we were at like maybe 10, maybe. Mm-hmm. Like it's crazy. Like the swing from just
and like
that
I'm
distance.
like 6 hours even south of Winnipeg and we weren't even that hot.
Yeah. And then to top that off, the next day I was driving to work and there were snowflakes in the air. I'm not even joking you. There were snowflakes in the air when I left and I came to work that morning. I'm like, oh my God. Like how crazy is that? So
that is pretty crazy.
Yeah. Ice is officially off the lakes now. Woohoo! We're gonna
Woo!
put our dock in soon. Very excited about that. And but yeah, we're this long weekend. It's kind of been icky. It's cold and not super nice.
Ours has been
I mean, the days
nice.
are nice, but it's getting down. We're still getting down close to freezing. I've heard or I've looked on the weather network, and this should hopefully be our last bout of like super cold weather or weather below zero because I have bought plants and
Oh,
I would really like to plant them outside. Right now, they're sitting in front of my sliding doors to the outside, and they're just looking out there, going, "When can we go out? When can we go out?"
hello, hello.
Hello, I like
Hello.
the outdoors. So yeah, so we are kind of colder. We had some bit of rain earlier this week, but we need it. Like
Mhm.
if we got wildfires going on,
Yeah,
we really need it. Um, so yeah, so we're still sitting a little bit cooler. But after this weekend, we're supposed to be on the up, which will be
that's
nice.
nice.
It is
That's
nice.
really nice.
Yeah. So, and listen, for our little golf course that we have here, we're not open until like this coming Friday. We need some heat and a little bit of moisture in the ground just
Yeah,
to kind of just
green everything
pop
up.
those fairways and greens back to life.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I'm still going to golf it,
Oh
but
yeah.
anyways, we need it. So, well, I'm glad you're getting some summer temps. That's pretty
Yes, it's
exciting.
quite nice. I've been
Yeah.
in shorts for days.
We're still in sweater weather here. I don't
I
know.
got a
We're gonna
really
be out of
nice
sweater weather
sunburn
for
the other day.
2 weeks. Oh
I
my
got
god.
a very big sunburn the other day.
I
I
don't
had
see it.
my well, it's kind of I'm starting to peel a little bit, but
No
I
tanning
went
involved with that.
I went to my first like football practice the other day,
Yep.
and it was in the morning, and it was nice and sunny out, and I was like, oh, we'll see. And I came home, and
Girl.
my face was so, I burnt the back of my knees as well. Oh, it hurt
For
so bad.
for a person who has graduated college, I don't understand. And you can multitask like nobody's
Yeah.
business. I do not understand how you cannot get up and before you go to practice think, maybe I should rub some sunscreen on my face. Maybe I should rub some on my
Yeah.
body, or even yet buy the spray. It's even less amount of
I
time.
have I have the cream
You
and
probably have it in your
spray.
bag.
I put the spray in my golf bag. Um, but I should
Well,
put the cream somewhere. But I messaged one of the girls on the team. I was like, look what happened to me today. I
listen,
was very
you need to
burnt.
have sunscreen like you have your chapstick, like you have your car chapstick. Oh my gosh.
I was
You need it
burnt.
like you have your car chapstick and your
Yeah,
purse chapstick.
that's
You need to
true.
have your sunscreen in all these different bags and places so that
Yeah.
you're good to go. Like, come on.
I'm trying
Come
to
on.
get, I got my watch tan is starting to kind of show up.
Well, yeah. Goes
My
from white to
white to
off
off
white.
white. Oh, goodness.
We're on the same page there, Ainsley. That's awesome.
Goodness, goodness, goodness.
I was out raking the lawn midweek in the evening, and it was really sunny out. Well, this would have been closer to last weekend, maybe on Sunday, maybe on Monday, Sunday night, Sunday afternoon, and I even put sunscreen on, and I put a shaded hat on.
Yeah,
So,
I think I'll wear a hat next time for sure. And sunscreen.
and so, thank you, thank you. Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
I
can't
will
even
wear
with you.
sunscreen.
That's nuts. All right. Well, there you have it. We're going to start talking about your film
My film.
screening.
Yes.
So, this was a couple weeks ago,
Yes,
and
this
your dad
happened
flew down.
the end of April. The
Mm-hmm.
last week of April it happened. My dad came
Okay.
down for about 2 days. I think he was here for 2 nights. It was a real
He was
come and
excited to
go
come.
situation.
And listen, that
Um,
man drove, I think it was almost 10 hours from Thompson to Winnipeg so that he
yeah.
could catch that flight because he was in like
Yes.
he's like I'm not stopping. I'm just going. I'm like, "Okay, you go for it,
Yep.
man."
I was very appreciative that he came. It was very nice to have him there. But it was a lot of fun. It was like a semi-formal event. It was like an optional one, but almost everyone, like 90% of the people were all dressed up. It was really fun to see
Aw, well,
everyone.
that's
And it was
good.
like, it was also weird to see everyone all dressed up. It was like, oh, wow, we all look at us all. Um,
I love
so
that.
there's a little like theater in Oakville, and
Mhm.
they do lots of screenings and stuff there and little festivals. So
Yep.
they had two of the theaters booked out for us because the one wasn't big enough for everyone that came.
Mhm.
And so we all piled into the two theaters. They had little goodie bags for all of the graduates.
No
So So I got like
way.
little drawstring backpack with like a
Swag
poster
bags.
that had all the movie posters on it that we created
I
and
love
just
that.
a couple other fun little things.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had like a little mini red carpet with a little Sheridan backdrop to take like photos with, and
Yes.
all the lighting was done for that.
I saw photos.
Yes, so that was a lot of fun. Um, and then yeah, then so the two theaters we got to pick our seat. The grads got a free ticket for like popcorn and a drink and candy.
Ooh.
So I definitely did that.
Well, you're all
Um,
struggling grads now, right?
yeah. That was my meal for the night. Um, but it was a lot of fun. My dad and my girlfriend went with me, so we all got dressed up. We were all kind of matching, which was pretty cool. Like I had a black
Wow.
shirt with like beige pants, and my dad had a black shirt with a beige jacket, and my girlfriend had like a black shirt with like brown pants. Like we were all
You're all in the
coordinated.
earthy tones.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So it was a lot of fun. They did a little award. They had a few awards beforehand for like academics, so like the something to do with like your area of study and your academics in it or something like that. I'm not too sure how it
Okay.
was. Um, but they had probably 10 or 12 awards. It was pretty cool. I don't know what they got.
Nice.
I didn't get one. Not shocked though. Ooh. Um but no, it was a lot of fun. We watched there was 11 films. They're all about 12 minutes long. So we watched
Okay.
about half of them, and then they had like a little 15-minute break, and then watched the second half. Um so it was a lot of fun. It
So
was
how
like
many had you pre-seen? Like, because you worked on a
um
couple of them. So how many
I
had
had
you already
seen
seen?
two of them. I'd seen like not the final version, but I had
Okay.
seen, yeah, I guess two of them I'd kind of seen what had actually like what the final was, just not with any
Okay.
color. So it really wasn't the like final.
Sure.
But I worked on three of them, so there was three projects that I was a part of, which was really cool. And so, but like all the films were really cool. It was neat to kind of see that there was like some that you were like everyone was really like hyping up and excited for, but then it was kind of like, oh, like it just wasn't that great. And then the
Yeah.
other ones were like really good. Like one of the films I worked on, I'm pretty sure got like the loudest applause, which was so cool to
Really?
see. It was like a cheesy little rom com, and it was so much fun to
Very
watch.
cool. Is that the one that you were filming up north?
No,
Okay.
this was like a Christmassy one. But that
Oh,
one was pretty cool to
fun.
see. Like the one that I filmed up north was pretty cool to see because I hadn't seen it since its rough cut. So
Okay.
I had no idea where they were going with their story and stuff like that.
Oh,
So that was pretty fun to see.
yeah.
But it was probably about 2 hours long, I guess we were there, maybe 2 or 3 hours.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and it was like a lot of fun to just do everything. It was really fun to like see your name up on a really big screen.
That's
That part was
so
really cool.
cool. That's really cool.
It was really cool. And then yeah, and then it was like cool to like tell my dad like, okay, this is the one I worked on or something, or this, that, and the other thing. And he was like so aware of it. He was like,
He was
oh
super proud, like
yeah.
super proud.
I know we
I love
sat
it.
the theater was set up so there was like uh rows against the wall of three chairs, and then the middle was full of them. And
Oh.
so he went to go sit on one of the wall ones. I was like, no, 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 we gotta sit over here. So we went and sat over there. And then before everything started, I was out in like the lobby, and I saw my sound professor. So I was talking to him, and he's like, where are you sitting? And I was like, oh, like here. He's like, good. I was like, yeah. I was like, don't worry. My dad tried to sit against the wall. And I said, no, because it's best for sound if you sit in the middle. I was like, don't worry about it. I'm on it. Um,
That's adorable.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. And it was a lot of fun just to kind of see everyone one more time type thing.
Yeah.
So I
I
quite
mean,
enjoyed it.
you've been doing the same thing with the same students for
Yep.
4 years now, right? So,
Yeah.
were there any tears?
Oh yeah, there was lots of tears. I didn't like I didn't tear up too bad. I was definitely sad like leaving. I was like, oh, I was like, this is like how often am I gonna like see these people again?
Hmm.
Um, I think my girlfriend probably cried more than I did. She was crying before we even got to the place, so but because we
When
went
I,
before we went to the screening, we went to the school and we looked at
oh,
all the big movie
yes.
posters on the wall there. Yeah.
I have
And then
photos of that.
my dad and I took photos in front of the big S again because we took those when he first took me to school as well.
Let me tell you, your mother also shed a slight tear as well when those photos came in because I was so happy for you. I
Yeah.
was sad that I wasn't there, but just so happy and so proud of you. That's for sure. So, do you think is there any way that like I didn't get to see any of these? Do you think is there a way that I get to see some of those?
I think I may have downloaded the final ones. So, because you're going to be here just in
I know.
like a what, a week?
A week's time, just over a
two
week. I
weeks,
know. I'm so
2 weeks
stinking
time.
excited. Like
So
super
we
excited.
can do our own little screening.
Yes. Yes, I will love that.
um,
Okay, I like that. That's a
yeah,
great idea.
yeah. So it was a lot of fun.
Very nice. That's fantastic. And now here's something funny, and we were talking about this a while back. When Ainsley and I went to the Gimli Film Festival, which we talked about the very beginning, that was
Yeah,
like one of our first three
I think it was
episodes, I
like
feel.
yeah, the second, maybe the second or third one, maybe second
Yeah,
one,
it was right up there in the
somewhere
very
there.
first few.
Yeah.
Anyways, we talked about when we watched those people pitch their movies.
Hmm.
Do you remember that? And we were
Yeah.
in the theater, and they had 3 minutes to pitch, and then they had 3 minutes to answer questions, and then they got this. They won this contest and got some, money to get
Funding
their
and like
funding and things like that.
equipment and
Yeah.
like advice to help them create their short film.
Funny enough that Ainsley and I are part of a few Facebook groups in Manitoba for independent films and things like that, that we just saw about a couple weeks ago, I feel it is,
Yeah,
maybe 3 weeks or more, is that one of the films that didn't win is actually going
they're
to be
filming. Yeah,
filming it.
they're actually
Um,
filming when they are filming this weekend actually. The
oh, okay.
17th and 18th. They're
Oh,
filming.
makes sense. It's this right
Yeah.
now. It's the long weekend. Ever cool. So we kind of thought that was kind of cool that, so even
Yeah.
though they didn't win, they're still getting their movie done and things like that.
Yeah.
So
I'm
that's kind
trying
of, you
to
never know.
weasel my way into helping out on that project.
Good for you. Good for you,
But
Ainsley.
yeah, it's like cool to see everyone's like films come to life. I
Yep.
Part of me wishes that I kind of had that like creative bone to pitch something because I
It
think it'd
might
be
come
cool,
yet.
but
Don't,
you never know.
don't rule it out. You never know.
Well, it would have been
That
nice
might
to have done it when I had all the free equipment, but whatever.
sometimes you got to be a struggling filmmaker
Yep.
to really get that
Hey,
sucker motivated to go.
there's a movie out there that was filmed on an iPhone, like a legitimate movie. They
Really?
purposely filmed on an iPhone. So
Well,
things,
you got an iPhone, pitter patter.
everything's, everything's possible.
Everything's possible. So, yes. So, well, I am so excited. So, did you guys do anything afterwards, or you just kind of hung out
Uh,
around?
Not too much. Like it ended pretty late. They were having, I think we ended around 9:30, 10ish.
Okay.
So I know that the one guy, he was having a little bit of a party in his backyard and stuff, but I went home because my dad was there and I had family. We were all together, but
I would have went.
I know you would have went, but I know he wouldn't have went. And he was leaving the next day.
He was.
I
It
was
was
trying to
just a
be a
turn and burn for
respectful
him.
daughter.
It was just a quick turn and burn for him.
Yeah.
I actually saw him the night before he left. He had been working out of town, and I actually was in town
Mhm.
for a badminton tournament for my kids that I coach, and we were staying in the same hotel. Literally got into the hotel at like 10 to 11, and I went and found your dad and said hi to him for 10 minutes because it was like 11 o'clock
Yeah.
and he was getting up at like 5 in the morning to leave to drive I
Come
don't know,
see me.
8, 9, or 10 hours to see you. So I didn't really want to
Yeah.
take up too much of his time. And listen, I had to get to bed because we had more games and stuff the next day. So he was really excited, which was
Hmm.
awesome. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I love that, Ainsley. I think that's really, really cool. Well, hopefully, yeah, I can't wait to see some of these films.
Hmm.
And who knows, maybe our viewers out there sometime in a year or so might see one of these actually made into
Yep.
something more of a feature length film. You never know.
Or
You
you
never
might even
know.
once they've decided they're done with festivals and such, you might even be able to watch what it is now later.
Ooh, very
Ooh,
cool. That would be really
cool.
neat. I would really
Yeah,
love that. Well,
yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah,
Well, I'm so glad you
yeah.
got to have that experience at the end of
Yeah, it
your
was a
college
nice
run.
way to like wrap up
Yeah.
everything. It was really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, that's great.
Mhm.
Well, what do you think? I think we've talked about as much film screening as we're going to film
Yeah,
screening talk about for film screening sake.
film screening. Next up is
Film screening.
graduation.
Next up is graduation. Yes.
Yes.
So very excited about that. We will be together and we'll be together on a Sunday. So we'll be podcasting together. Cannot wait.
Ooh.
Please make sure you have good weather. Like I'm
Uh,
not coming all the way there and you're going to
well,
have
you
poopy
know the
weather.
track record with when you guys come to visit.
Oh,
Like there has been multiple Christmases where we've
oh
come, and it's quite often here is a green Christmas, not often away,
yep.
or it's very mild. Almost every year we have come for Christmas, it has been like -30.
It's colder than it would be here.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
been
It's
awful.
nuts.
So
It's
We'll
nuts.
we'll see it. I mean, it's not really my fault. It's your fault.
Oh, it's mine, is it? Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
it's mine.
Yeah.
It's mine. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Did not realize that.
Okay.
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 Okay. I did not realize that was me.
Okay.
Then I will bring the warm weather because I will
Yes.
grab it on my way out of
Yes.
Snow Lake and I will find it somewhere and I will bag it up and I will bring it with me because it's not here just yet, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Um, we need the rain. We kind of need the cooler temperatures just to kind of put out some of these forest
Yeah.
fires, which would be
That's
awesome.
fair.
But no, I want the heat. I want to start golfing. I want to start doing summery things. I
I
want
want
to
to
get the pool
start golfing
opened.
as well. Actually,
Um,
one of the girls on my new football team, she golfs, so we might be able to golf together.
ooh,
Because
nice.
she
Well,
also has
there
no
you
one to
go.
golf with. So I'm like,
Then you
look
got
at
a
us.
pair.
Look at us.
Two fit a cart. Two
Yep.
fit a cart. I
Yep.
love it. Well, that's
So yeah,
awesome. All right. Well, I think that's all the damage we can do today
that's
on
it. That's
this.
all.
Well, it's a dreary Sunday for. Well, it's not a great Sunday. It's a cold Sunday for me, but that's
It's
okay.
a sunny
Um,
Sunday for me.
yeah. Thank you for tuning in to Second Saturday again.
Yes. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 500.
Yeah, we're so close. We're
We're
like
we're less
really
than 40
close.
away.
Oh, come on, people. For
Less
sure,
than
you know
40.
40 people that you can be like, hey,
Yeah.
check out Jen and Ainsley.
Just do it. If you,
Um,
even if you don't really care about us, do it for us.
do it for
Do it for
us.
us.
Do it for our
Okay?
dream. We also
Yeah.
have dreams.
We have dreams to go to Dubai, okay? And I really need a vacation, so make that
We're going to
happen.
need more than 500
Yeah,
subscribers,
that's true.
but listen, it's one subscriber at a time to get to Dubai, right?
Exactly.
I love it. All right.
Exactly.
Well, thanks everybody for tuning in to this Sunday's episode. You have a great rest of your week. For
Mm-hmm.
those who are experiencing the long weekend like we are, you might even have like a third Saturday. Maybe your
Oh.
Monday is going to be like your Saturday too. You never know.
Oh.
I wouldn't mind if mine was. I'm going to maybe try and do that.
That
This is
sounds
my second
nice.
Saturday. Maybe I'll try to make a third Saturday tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anyways, have a great rest of your week and we will see you next Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.